Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio. Ours is a place where dreams take flight, voices are heard, and stories are shared. This is where cultures meet, connections are formed, and ideas are transformed into action. This is your destination for authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives, and meaningful conversations. We're where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover our world of education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our USA Global TV channel and download our USA Global TV app. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. With heartfelt thanks to our executive producer, Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, music scored by Yifei Tang from Cloud Road Music, creative direction by Paul Garcia, and I'm Al Cini, and I'm very proud to be part of the USA Global TV and Radio family. So join us here at USA Global TV and Radio. Make us your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication, or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited. Thank you for being a part of our global community. Let's inspire together.
Hello and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, home of the YouTube Silver Creator Award for earning over 100,000 subscribers. Thank you to each and every one of you. I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, and I'm here with you on Thanksgiving Eve, even though I am in Greece, and Thanksgiving is typically an American holiday. It's a Canadian holiday. But I also believe that Thanksgiving is every day for me because it's always in my heart. I am always thankful. So what an honor it is to be here with you, coming live from Greece with some of our latest updates. I'd like to periodically do a show on updates because even though you may be following or subscribed and you may tune into some of our shows, you may not be aware of the breadth and depth of everything that our team is doing. And I really want you to be knowledgeable so that you can join our team. You can support our team. We have people from all over the world who have made it a priority to give back and to create world-class education and content to inspire and bring hope and inspiration. First of all, I'll introduce myself. I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. I am the person who founded this platform. I had no experience in television. I never thought I'd be doing this. I was in corporate for a very long time, selling meetings and events and employee recognition programs. Before that, I sold technology. And who would think that I would be literally spending most of my waking hours working on technology because I was selling phone systems and data networks. And so now I am here as an executive producer of this television network. And on the other side, I have another business, which you may not know about, which is Dr. Jacalyn LLC. I actually teach people how to listen through books, through workshops, through keynote speeches, through everything that we do at USA Global TV and Radio, because our network, that's right, it's not a podcast, it's not a show. We have 60 plus shows in 60 plus countries. So we are truly a network. It's all based on elevated listening. And we're not going to go into that today because that's not the purpose of this show. But we truly believe that if we give our guests our full undivided attention without a script, we are completely and totally present, that our guests will feel safe to share without being judged, without problem solving, without interruption, and without judgment. Okay, so one of the first things I want to do is I just want you to think about what if every single day of your life was Thanksgiving? No matter where you are in the world, no matter what your situation, what if you could think of one thing every day for which you were grateful? For me, one of the big ones is the air in my lungs. My dad had a very hard time breathing. And when you watch someone struggle to breathe, it really is a wake-up call. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter who your connections are or what your level of status is. If you can't breathe, you can't think, you can't function. So the fact that I can breathe, and there are people across the world in places struggling to breathe. So we can give thanks for the fact that we can breathe. We can give thanks for the fact that we can see. Not everyone can see. Not everyone can hear. My mother was deaf in one ear, and to be with her and know what that's like, not to be able to have full hearing. So there are always things for which we can be grateful. That's my opinion, and that's what I encourage you to think about. Now, things in life always stir us up, right? They cause our energy, our emotions to change because we're dealing with humans. And what I found is, and I'm just as guilty of this as anyone else, is we spend so much time worrying and wondering, what did she mean by that? What did he mean by that? Do they like me? Do they care about me? Are they judging me? And you get to a certain point in life, I'm speaking it for myself, I'm 62, that I don't really care if you like me or not. I would like you to like me, but I'd really like you to take something away from what I'm sharing from an educational purpose. And I've got my crown on today, and I really love having the crown on. The crown is by Trina Tarantino out of Hollywood, LA, in the US. I'm not a paid spokesperson, but I really find that her team and her products are very high quality. So, what are some of the latest updates? Well, Dr. Madeline Chan, Addie K. Barrier, and Martin Gibson and I have released a new single. That's right, music. I always wanted to be wait for it, lounge singer. That's right, lounge singer. Like, it's dark and it's musky. You can't really see what's going on. And I saw a movie, I think it was with Michelle Pfeiffer in The Fabulous Baker Boys. Do not quote me, not a paid spokesperson. And there's a scene with the piano. And in my mind, I always wanted to have this long blue sequin dress that was kind of slit up on the side and slit down the back. And I've got the microphone and I'm sort of lying across the piano singing. Don't ask me why. I grew up playing the piano. My father played the piano, and I have a piano, and I love to sing. But there were people in my life who absolutely told me, you can't sing. I don't want to hear you sing. Stop singing. And so I would sing in private. I'd sing in the shower. I'd sing when I would drive. And so when I met Dr. Madeline Chan out of the UK, she is many things, but she's also a vocal coach. She said to me, you are a singer, and I want you to take some vocal lessons. And that was a few years ago. And I learned that you have to breathe. And I also learned that when I would sing the word love, I would get very choked up. So there was something blocking me there. So she wanted me to come to a recording studio in the UK, and I didn't do it. I didn't do it for, I think, the last 3 trips I was in London. And this time I finally said yes. So many times our heart isn't open to something. And even though it's something we really want to do, I was so insecure. I just kept thinking about what those 2 people told me, that I couldn't sing. And the interesting thing, I think, for me is my father loved to sing, and he had a beautiful voice. And I would sit on the piano bench next to him and we would sing. And especially it reminds me, with the holidays coming up, we would sing Christmas songs, but we sang a lot of things, Michael Bublé and Frank Sinatra and Barry Manilow. That was a big one. So when I actually went to this recording studio, which is absolutely beautiful, state of the art, they have everything there. I think it's called the Music Bunker. I went into the little room, the soundproof room where you actually go and sing, and I couldn't believe it. I was actually in my glory, when I tell you, because I never had this experience before. So I'm giving you a lot of buildup, but I'm going to share the music video. It's actually on both of our YouTube channels, which, if you don't know what they are, I'm going to tell you right now. They are USA Global TV and Radio and Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, so you can find them right now. And the music video will be available on all of the major platforms. So we've got it registered with BMI, and we also have it on, I think it's called DistroKid. So it's going to go out to all the platforms, but it is available right now on YouTube. So I'm going to share this with you. And Addie K. Barrier from the US, he is an author and a composer of the song. And then Dr. Madeline Chan and I are also authors. And then Martin Gibson is the one who mixed and recorded this single. And then we also have Alex Wharton, who is the mastering engineer from Abbey Road Studios in the UK. So take a look at this. The video was directed and produced by Paul Garcia. And I've worked with Paul on many, many projects. So I'm going to share my screen. Just give me a minute here to bring it up. And then I'd love for you, if you're out there, to drop something in the chat. And I just would like you to think about this. Is it kind? Is it necessary? And is it true? There are the three criteria. So on this eve of Thanksgiving, if you don't have anything nice to say, please say nothing. We don't need your negativity. Okay, we're looking for inspiration and hope. Okay, so I'm now going to share my screen. I'm going to make this larger. Here we go.
The moon is a spotlight. The sun's on the stage. The world's got some good seats, but nobody stays. They get their opinions. I've got mine too. So, darling, please listen to what I say. Listen, babe, now, listen, babe, now. Listen, babe, now, listen, babe, now. Listen, babe, now, listen, babe, now. If our love isn't true, what can I do? Reinventing myself, letting go of you. I've got a confession, just a thought or two. Darling, I'm better off without you. Listen, babe, now, listen, babe, now. You got the power. Listen, babe, now, listen, babe, now. No need to hide. Listen, babe, now, listen, babe, now. Girl on fire. Listen, babe, now, listen, babe, now. You got the power. Listen, babe, now, listen, babe, now. No need to hide. Listen, babe, now, listen, babe, now. Girl on fire. Listen to what I say. Listen to what I say. Listen to what I say.
Well, there you have it. Please listen to what I say. I'm going to put the link on YouTube if you want to watch it again. And thank you to Kimberly Schaefer for watching and commenting. Yay. Congratulations. Thank you. It means so much. It is kind of interesting to watch something that you created in front of the world. It's an interesting experience. So it is called Please Listen to What I Say. And Part of it has to do with the fact that I never felt like people were listening to me when I was in corporate or with my ulcerative colitis. It was always people problem solving, which I didn't ask for anyone to problem solve. I just wanted someone to listen to what I had to say, which is why I think elevated listening is so important. So that is my theme song. That is the song I'm going to be using for keynote speeches and anytime I enter a room for workshops or whatever it might be, because it's all about empowerment. And so you saw the various women who were in there. And so it's basically about breaking free from all of the norms and all the things that keep us contained and boxed in, that we're not good enough, that you can't sing, that you can't draw, that you can't speak, that your message is not being heard, all that negativity. It's saying basically, please listen to what I have to say because I have something to say. And that's what's important for each and every one of us. When we think about Thanksgiving and looking at it for every day, and every day, let's give thanks. Every one of us has something to say, but it's how we show up when we're saying it. Is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it true? Are we speaking just to be heard? Are we speaking as a control thing, that we want to be in control of somebody else? Or are we speaking because we actually care? I'm a peace ambassador and I take training every Saturday. And it's really enlightening because many of the people who were in this round of training, this is my third, is people are living in conditions that we can't even imagine, that every day it is a fight to stay alive. Can you imagine that? Every single day you're fighting to stay alive. You're fighting to protect your family. Whereas in other parts of the world, and I'm just going to put the United States out there as an example, but in the United States, we might run someone over in a parking lot because they took our space. We might decide to drive down the highway without complete disregard for anyone because someone cut us off. And so we get a choice of how we show up. So please listen to what I say is meant to be an encouragement for all of us to share our voices in a respectful, humanitarian manner. And so I hope that's what you will take away from this. I know that on social media, I see it all the time. I even see it when I'm broadcasting. People will just drop nasty comments for no reason. But the truth is, there is a reason. And the reason is because they're not happy with themselves. And I just got a comment right here, which I'm not going to put their comment up because I'm not going to give them any attention. People put negative comments because they're not happy with their own life. Because when you are happy with who you are, when you like who you are and you respect who you are, that doesn't mean that you have all the answers. That doesn't mean that you're a clown and you're laughing all the time and you're acting like nothing bothers you. But when you really like who you are and what you see in the mirror, you want other people to do well. You don't go out of your way to share negativity. And that's part of the latest updates, which I think are really important in this world. It really, to me, needs to be mentioned again. We don't have to like what someone else is saying. We don't have to like what someone else is doing. We don't have to believe what someone else is saying. But we can just accept it. Now, I'm going to be doing a show later tonight, which is acceptance is not approval. When you decide to accept something, when someone shows you who they really are and you decide to accept it, there's no longer any stress associated with it. It's just, okay, that's who that person is. Next, moving on. We don't have to address it by being negative or being confrontational. We can just say that is who that person is. So as an example, I'm not going to bring up this comment, but it just happened. So I think it's important. Someone put a comment and they put scrolling through live streams and seeing this is they jump scare it. Okay, first of all, I don't even know what that means. But what I will say is that this person has decided to put a negative comment because clearly they don't like themselves. Clearly, they're not in a good place in their life. So we have to give them grace. That doesn't mean we have to approve it, but I accept that this person has issues in their life and they need some grace. So I'm sending grace to you. You know who you are. Now, when we think about some other updates, we are coming to the close of 2025. It is quickly going by. And this is the time of year when we're getting together, typically with family, with friends, going to events, and there can be a lot of stress. What if instead of taking the same mindset that we typically have, we decide, Mel Robbins, we decide to let the people be who they are, let them say what they're going to say. If you're sitting at a dinner table and they bring up politics, they bring up, I don't even care, football, for example, people can get in an argument about that. Let them say what they have to say. You do not have to accept it. You can just say, okay, this is what they're talking about. I'm not going to approve it, but I'm going to say, let them say what they have to say. I'm going to get up from the table. Not in an abrupt way. You're not making a scene, because we want to be kind. We want to be gracious. When you're at a place in your life, and I want you to remember this, when you're at a place in your life and someone feels the exact opposite of how you feel, and inside something's triggered inside of you, and you can just let it go, you've really come a long way. Because we tend to want to debate people about things. Well, she feels this way about this, and I saw this on television. I don't watch television. Even though we have a television network, I do not watch any mainstream television. You know what? Whatever's happening in the world, it's going to happen. I will read about things that are happening, and I quickly scroll. I get the gist of it. This person's saying that person's, I don't need to spend time on it. I don't need to hear someone's commentation about, oh, it's this and that and that and this. No, I don't care. So you can still stay informed about what's going on in the world. I'm not saying to be ignorant, but when you know things are upsetting you, why are you bothering to spend time with it? If you know going to a relative's house is going to upset you, why are you going? You're putting yourself in a position. Now, if you feel you have to go because you want to make somebody else happy, okay, that's a whole other conversation. But you get there and you know it's going to be a challenge. You know that they are for this party and you're not, and they're going to bring it up. You have to be prepared. And when you really, truly love yourself and you want the best for other people, just let them say, again, Mel Robbins theory, let them say what they want to say, and you just ignore it. You don't have to be disrespectful. You don't engage. You choose not to engage. And at the same time, not getting yourself upset about it. We have a very limited time on this planet. I know many people believe in the afterlife, and we're not talking about that today. We're talking about our 2 feet on the ground somewhere in the world, and it's a short time. So maybe as we come to the end of this year, you think to yourself, I'm going to live in a peaceful way. I'm going to scrap all of the things that I've been doing and feeling for so long, the incredibly large bag of bricks that I continue to carry with me because I'm so angry about who's in office. We know who's in office. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to approve it. Some people voted for him, some people did. I'm talking about the US, of course, but you can't change it. So find ways to deal with it that is not ruining your health. Turn off the TV. If you know people are on social media and they feel a different way than you, unfollow them. You have a choice. And if you keep walking down the path of doing things that you know are upsetting to you, the only person you can blame is yourself, because everyone is entitled to their opinion. I strongly believe that. It's how we express our opinion that can be confrontational. So I will leave you with what I started out from the beginning. We have the opportunity to be thankful and grateful every single day of our lives. And if you choose to not be thankful, you choose to live from a place of anger, it will come back to you. And believe me, when people disrespect us, when people are not being kind to us, it comes back to get them. We don't have to wish it on anyone. Doesn't have to be like you see a voodoo doll and people are stabbing pins in it. I'm not saying anything for or against that. I'm just saying you don't have to have negative energy in your mind towards someone else. Mel Robbins' theory, not a paid spokesperson, let people be who they are and focus on you doing what you need to do to be happy. How can you spend the rest of your life, whatever time is left, because we're not guaranteed anything, finding happiness and peace? That's what I work for every day. And by the way, in doing so, you may upset other people. You may turn down invitations that you get. I turn down invitations all the time. Why? Am I mean? I'm not mean. I need my space because I am a creative mind, and my mind is going constantly to come up with creativity and to actually package it in such a way that when I leave this planet, I will feel good about what I left as my legacy. So I have a very different life than I used to have. My first priority is my health. Always my health. It comes first. I have in my schedule, I am working out every single day. Now, are there days when I can't work out? Today I couldn't work out. I was teaching a course. It's pouring rain. It's back to back with programming. Not an excuse, but I gave myself a pass for today. I said, you know what? I can't do it. It's going to add more stress. Next is running my businesses. Number 2, socializing, way down, way down. Why is that? Because to me, if I'm going to socialize with someone, I want it to actually be meaningful. I don't want to sit and have conversation about politics. Boring. So boring. I don't want to be talking gossip about other people. Totally not interested. And what I found, and I'm generalizing, in general, people like to talk about other people. People like to complain. I'm not interested. I will get together with people who I find stimulating from a business aspect. I love to talk about creating things, collaboration. Do I want to get on the phone and talk about the grass growing? No, I do not. And again, people can do this. I'm not judging you. I'm saying for myself, at 62, I know who I am. It took a long time to get here. So there's a lot of naysayers out there, and that's okay. There are people probably judging me right now for what I'm saying, for wearing this crown. I don't care. I hope you find your peace and I hope you find your happiness. I want that truly for everyone. Okay, the next thing I want to share with you, if you are interested in growing as a human being and being curious, we have a lot of opportunities for people who are interested in meeting our team. Our team is a highly professional, I'm talking about USA Global TV and Radio, highly professional, vetted group of people who have the same interest, which is giving back, leaving a legacy of world-class education, hope, and inspiration. That's why they're here. They could spend their time doing a million other things, but they've decided to come to this platform. And so I honor them and I respect them. And on Thanksgiving, I give them the greatest thank you so much, because I don't think you could find a better team. So if you are interested, if you think you have something to offer to the world and you are a heart-centric person, you believe in humanity, in the goodness of people, and you have something to say, I'd like to hear from you. I'm not even going to say we'd like to hear from you. I personally would like to hear from you and see how I can support your work and see if there are any collaborations that are available. And you can reach me at, let's see if I put it up there. I did not. I never put my own contact details because I think I'm pretty easy to find if you just Google me. I will put up websites and email. It's Dr. Jacalyn at usaglobaltv.com. And we do have opportunities. We are looking for contractors for various services. So you can reach out if you're interested and get more information. And then the last thing I want to review with you, which I don't really get a chance to do this, but I think it's really important, is I just want to show you USA Global TV and radio.com or usaglobaltv.com. We have so much information here about our shows. You can see across the top. If you're listening on a podcast, we become podcasts after the show runs live. We have a list of our shows here. We have information about what we stand for, what we're doing. And then if you're interested in joining us, we have state and country partners, people who have said, you know what, I believe so much in what we're doing here. I want to start referring people in. And then, of course, we have different ways that you can join our team, whether it's hosting your own show, whether it's producing it, whether it's you hosting your own show, co-hosting, talking heads, a woman's prerogative, elevated listener events, advertising, et cetera, et cetera. And in addition to this, I personally, myself, and I have team members, we do press releases. We do press distribution. We do social media marketing. So I have a lot of experience in this area. So if you're interested, you can reach out about that as well. And I'll put up the information again. All right, let me go back to the website and just share a couple of other things with you. Okay, so when we come back up here, we also have shows in German. We had just one show, Die Mutmacher Show, and now we have a second show, which is Back to Paradise. So Roland Friedel and Mike Houston are doing the Die Mutmacher Show, and Renee Iserman is doing the Back to Paradise show. So she's doing every other week, 1 week in German. Her pilot show was on Sunday in German. And then this upcoming Sunday will be in English, and then German, and then English. And we also have a show in French, which is really terrific. So if you speak a foreign language and you're interested in joining our team, we'd love to have you. Please do reach out. And then if you want to be a guest on any of our shows, it's very simple. You come to this page, book your session, and there's simple instructions here. You can do 3 complimentary interviews. That means there's no charge, 3 interviews in 2025. And obviously we'll be updating this to 2026. And if you want to do more, you have 2 options. One, you can pay a small fee of $57.99 USD. And if you think about it, for marketing, we have a global network with the Silver YouTube Creator Award. Okay, not everyone can say that. And so you're getting distribution and eyeballs on you that you're not going to get by yourself doing one podcast. I promise you that. So you can come down here, you can find the shows that you want to be on. Some of them have a fee, but most of them do not. We have our reunion show, which is coming up, and that is twice a year. So we'll be celebrating our 4-year anniversary on January 25th. And so you are welcome to sign up for your 15 minutes of fame here. And that is just for team members, sponsors, loyal fans who have been recognized, and for our guests. And then we also have coming up the Elevated Listening Summit. This is a first. We've never done this before. So we are having a summit that's virtual twice in 2026, once in May and once in November. This is open to anyone who has something to present. And of course, we will review your application or your email. I've gotten just in the last few days, I think 7 emails from people I don't even know who are interested in being part of this. You'll get your 15 to 20 minutes to talk about what you want to talk about. So this is a way of bringing people that are not familiar with our community into the community. And it's also open to our own community. We also have a wellness retreat that's coming up. I'm really excited about this, and it's on promotion right now. It's from June 3rd to the 6th. It's open to anyone in the world, and I think we have 13 spots that are left. So you can click on that and find out more about that. Judgment Detox. This is a class that I'm actually teaching tomorrow. I want to share a little bit about this. I am currently in Greece. And here is the show that I'm going to be the class I'm going to be teaching tomorrow in Greece at Sifka, which is the community center here. It's Judgment, the Hidden Sin. So it's a judgment detox class, and I also have it online. And what I found out about this is, by the way, most people are uncomfortable talking about judgment, but we all, including me, hand raised, we all are judging other people. So my goal is not to reprimand anyone. It's not to call anyone out. It's basically to say, you know what? We're all judging. And if we judged a little less, we could have more peace. And so it's based on my books that I wrote. This is the workbook. I gave away all of the paperbacks. This is the workbook, Holy But Harmful Workbook. It has exercises and journaling, and it goes with the actual paperback and the hardback book. So you can pick this up right now on Amazon. Soon it's going to be through Ingram Spark, and it'll be in all the bookstores. So that's the course I'll be teaching tomorrow in Greece, if you're around, Salonida, at the Sifka Community Center. And you can also go online and take the course there. The next thing I want to share with you, if I go back to the website, just give me a moment. I'm also producing this show, so I've got to be able to do many things at one time. Okay. The next thing I want to share with you is when you book in for an interview, okay, we have so many different things that you can look at. Click plus see all at the bottom. And before I do that, notice that all the shows are in Eastern time. Now, we have a global community. Why did I pick Eastern time? It's New York time. Most people know what time it is in New York. New York is very well known. So, for example, right now, I'm 7 hours ahead of New York. I'm in EEST. So we are global. So we are all over the world. But I want you to be aware that when you are booking in on the website, it's going to show up unless your calendar automatically puts it into your time zone, which most of them do. But when you're looking at the time of the show, it's actually in the Eastern time zone. Okay, so then you can click see more, and then you can come down and look at the rest of these shows, and they go on and on. But what I do want to say about this is some of the shows are not open to the public. And it clearly says that if it's not. And what do I mean by that? Some people already have guests lined up, and they're looking, for example, Die Mutmacher Show and Back to Paradise. Those two show hosts have their own guests, and they're looking for guests that speak German. So obviously, it's not open to everyone. So therefore, if you were to book in and you don't speak German, we're going to have to contact you and say, hey, not sure this is a good fit. Now, Renee does do every other week in English, so she might be open to that. So keep that in mind when you're looking through to book in on shows. Now, I want to just show this because this is a brand new show. I've actually put this off a couple of times because it takes a lot to get it up and running. We have a show that I believe I'm going to start officially in December. It's called Couture Treasures. And what really prompted me about this is I have a lot of things that I don't wear anymore that are designer. And I'll give you an example. I have beautiful, absolutely stunning shoes that are Manolo Blahniks, they're Christian Louboutins, and they have been kept stuffed, bagged, and boxed. And I just don't wear them anymore because I'm 62 and I really value my safety. And I don't feel comfortable wearing 6-inch-heeled shoes anymore. I don't even see the purpose of it. I know I was crazy about it. I would be wearing shoes that were 2 sizes too small because they were only 1 of 8, and Celine Dion had them. I remember I've told this story, but I bought this pair of Christian Dior shoes in New York, and they only had a size 6, and I'm a size 8. And I paid the money for them, and I was almost like crippled in them. I could hardly walk. And I had just gotten divorced. I had some extra cash, and I bought them. And my father said, you can't even walk in them. And I justified. I said, Dad, you understand, these are sitting shoes. These are not shoes that you walk in. You just sit in the shoes, and you have someone drive you to the door, and you keep your head up. You're about to just pass out from the pain, and then you just sit there with your legs crossed with the shoes. You could not pay me to do that today. And subsequently, I sold them. I had a store on eBay, and I was running 60 auctions a week, and I got almost as much as I paid for them, and I sold them secondhand. So I'm going to be offering my items, which are certified authentic, only because I don't need them anymore, and I have no one to give them to. I've given them to family members, other things in the past, and they just don't want them anymore. So I'm going to just put them up for sale, and maybe they'll get a happy home somewhere else. So stay tuned for that. That's something new that is coming. And we also this show, Megan and I haven't started yet. It's the Women's Happy Hour TV show. And it's basically a show where we're going to meet over a cocktail or over a beverage. You could have water or tea, but it's just women virtually sitting around and just empowering each other. I think it's so important. And I've had that in this community in Greece. There are women here, and most of us are business people, and you get together, and it's really empowering to be able to sit and share ideas and share stories to help each other. And there's no ego involved. It's just about, hey, what are you doing, and how can I help you, and how can you help me? So keep that in mind. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to show there. The other thing I want to mention is everyone on our team, and believe me, I get a lot of pushback on this. Everyone on our team has to be an elevated listener. I've had people who want to be a TV show host, and they absolutely 100% refuse to think that they have anything to do when it comes with listening. And when someone tells me, I will not take your 2-hour course, I say to them, thank you. It is not a good fit. Why? Because in life, we have to be curious. That's my opinion. I have people tell me I have a PhD, I have this. Great. You know what? Good for you. I have a doctorate too, and I'm still interested in learning. But it is an absolute 100%. You must become an elevated listener, which requires taking a 2-hour course online, or thank you, do not express interest. And I'm really serious about that. Whatever your role is, if you're coming on as a producer, search engine optimist, it doesn't matter. You must take the course. Okay, now once you take the course, there's some exciting things. You get featured here on usaglobaltv.com, and we actually have 2 or 3 pages of people, so many people. And then also, I want to switch over to this. This is drjacalyn.com. You actually get featured over here as well. And so this was my very first website that I started with. I have 5 websites. I've designed all of them myself, and I manage all of them myself, which you might think is a control issue, and you might be right, but we'll talk about that in another show. So you come here under Get Certified, and we have VIP elevated listeners. And then we have our elevated listeners. So you'll see John just joined us very recently. Edith just joined us very recently. Dr. Lee just joined us. And Renee's coming up next. So you also see that your certificate is here as well. So anyone who comes here knows that these are people who really take listening seriously. And why does that matter? It matters because you can go onto your LinkedIn and you can put the certificate there, and you can say, guess what? I really am listening. I took the time to take a course. And by the way, we have more than just one course, which I'm going to show you that in a minute. So to me, when someone says, you know what, I want to learn how to listen. Yeah, guess what? Come on board, because we want people who are interested in upping their game and upping their skills. So here are the courses that we're currently offering. The first one on the left, the Power of Listening Certification Foundational course, that's the one I'm talking about. And also we have Mastering the Art of Professional Interviewing, and you can read these and see what they are. But we're adding new courses all the time. And if you're seriously interested, you can reach out and ask for a coupon code. Yay, won't that be fun? Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to say about that. We have another website, which I'm just going to show very quickly because we don't usually actually show this. If I can spell it right. It's the elevatedlisteners.com. And I created this website because I really feel like it's important that listening stands on its own. And so this is the elevatedlisteners.com, and I'll drop the link. And some of you might not even know that this exists. So here we talk about going from chaos to calm through elevated listening. And again, we have people who are on our team who are featured here. People who have said, you know what, I want to be on this additional website. Now, keep in mind, because sometimes people just, I don't know what happens, people go into their own world. It costs money to run a website. Yes, it does. There's a hosting fee. There's the development of it. I've got to constantly go on and do this and do that. It costs money. So for a very small fee, you can be featured on the third site, which, by the way, we have SEO done. And so your name can be up even higher in a Google search, because the more, if you Google me and you see how much stuff comes up for me, I'm all over the place. But you can also join, you can take advantage of what it is that we have created here. And when I say we are a team. So I want to thank you very much for listening. I really do appreciate it. And for those of you who keep coming back show after show, whether it's my show or my team show, thank you. It really makes a big difference, because to do this, to run a television network, to have a television show, let alone 2 or 3 shows, as some people have. I have a show every day. It is a lot of work, but it is a true gift to know that there are people out there who are really listening and who are open to embracing the idea of a world filled with peace. I wish you peace wherever it is that you are. And remember, I share this over and over again. The 3 questions before you speak: is it kind? Is it necessary? And is it true? I find myself rethinking before I respond to someone. I'm thinking those 3 things. And sometimes I feel like I can't say anything because I can't actually say anything that's nice. So therefore, I have to, especially being in the public domain, I have to really think about what I'm saying. But when I don't feel in support of something, I typically will not say something. And the other thing I want you to think about is, on this eve of Thanksgiving, some places it might already be Thanksgiving, but I just think it's celebrated in the US tomorrow, but I could be wrong, is this: you have everything you need inside of you right now. And the only person who needs to believe it is you. Forget about what other people are saying, what other people are thinking, because we can't control other people. And I want to leave you with this graphic that I posted. In case you don't know, every day I take the time to post a message. And this was the message for today. It wasn't the hair, it was your evolution. And you might think to yourself, what is she talking about? And my nose is running, so I'm getting tissue quickly. You might think to yourself, what is she talking about? I had long hair and I got a lot of negative feedback, none of which I asked for. I didn't start calling people and going, yes, hello, do you like my hair? No, I really didn't care. But people felt inclined to come out and tell me, 1, you are too old to have long hair. Really? Where does it say this? Where is it written? Anytime someone says something, for example, God doesn't know you or love you, really? Where is it written? So I take it upon myself to start doing research. Is there something that is solidified in writing that at a certain age you are too old to have long hair? No. So the reason behind this is, for the people who were the haters about me having long hair, Mel Robbins, let them, but it actually wasn't about my hair. It was about them feeling threatened about something about me with my hair. It came to light very recently that I have been talked about behind my back because of my travels. And of course, people think that it never gets back to you, but of course it gets back to me, about the fact that I'm traveling and that I'm spending money. And of course, they think they have all the answers. It's very easy to sit in the darkness and the lurches, gossiping and talking about someone. And so I realized that those comments that people made were really about them, because they really are jealous that they're not traveling. And by the way, jealousy is a wasted emotion. Just be happy with who you are. And if you're not happy with what's going on in your life, make a change. But talking about other people, gossiping, putting things that are negative out into the universe, that only harms you. So thank you for listening. I believe in you. And I thank you for taking this journey and spending this time with me today. I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Today, tomorrow and every single day that you open your eyes and get another chance to make a choice for you to find peace. All right, we're going to go over to our sponsors right now, and I will be back a little bit later with the show, Acceptance is Not Approval, on Let's Finally Talk. Please do subscribe to our channels. I'm going to put this up again. It means so much to me and everyone on our team. It's so easy to do. It doesn't cost any money. You just go to YouTube, you pull up USA Global TV and Radio, and you pull up Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, and you just click subscribe. That doesn't mean you have to be watching every single show, but you're letting our team know. You're letting me know. You know what? We know you're out there. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for listening again, and I'm signing off. I'll see you in a short time for my next show, Approval is Not Acceptance. Goodbye.
Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? In a world quick to judge, one book dares to reveal the hidden cost of silence. Discover Holy but Harmful: The Silent Sin of Judgment, How Hidden Judgments Destroy Relationships and Damage Lives, by Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. The Amazon #1 bestseller that's transforming the way we understand ourselves and the way we see others. Pick up the companion workbook to uncover your own hidden judgments and learn how to break free from them. Available now on Amazon and at fine bookstores worldwide.
Every woman carries a story of strength, of purpose, of light. Through her courage, the world is transformed. Through her grace, generations are inspired. This is Iconic Women. Within Every Woman Lives a Goddess, a celebration of brilliance, beauty, and empowerment. Join us every Wednesday at 11 a.m. New York, 4 p.m. London time, only here on USA, Global TVR, and Radio. Featuring the iconic Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, honoring voices that shine across the world. Subscribe to our YouTube channels, USA Global TV and Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, to watch and engage with all our content. World-class education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration.
USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents Tracy Cram-Perkins, a dementia caregiving survivor teaching how to balance care with peace of mind. #1 resource for dementia caregivers. It's the book Dementia Home Care: How to Prepare Before, During, and After. Over 17,000 copies sold of this must-have guide. And now a testimonial from Tracy Smith.
If I was to describe this book to someone who is going through a similar situation, I would underscore how important it is to have some sort of a tool or a guidebook to help you through certain stages. And there's so many, it's such an unknown topic to the average person. And to have this as a reference is essential. It's going to help you get through it personally, as well as help your loved one manage.
To learn more, go to TracyCramPerkins.com. Tracy Cram-Perkins is an award-winning author. She's also the host of Dementia Home Care television show. Watch it here on USA Global TV and Radio.
In a noisy world, true connection begins with listening. Elevated listening transforms every conversation in just 5 simple steps. Pause and breathe. Set your intention. Listen with curiosity. Reflect back. Agree on one next step. Join the Listening Mentor on Let's Finally Talk with Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, the Listening Mentor, where we help you find inner peace, one conversation at a time. Streaming every day, Let's Finally Talk TV show with Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, only here on USA, Global TV and Radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channels to watch and engage with all our content.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honored to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USA Global TV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dies. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.